Oh, and this time we're recording. Now we don't have to. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second time we're going to do this podcast because the first time we didn't get it right. Mostly my own fault.
I just thought we were having too much fun. Yeah.
You know, my own fault. But, I got to pay attention to more when it says invalid card on the screen, apparently.
That's what I call the best color man in the business.
Piece of SD card. Not having it. And I still got to get home and shave my head and pack my bag for Phoenix.
Hey, remember that time, Chris, when we talked about...
No, you just counted down, and I was like, okay.
Oh,
talk
ladies
about-
and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a beautiful Thursday night. Round 2, Pat Lynch. How you feeling over there?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling live. I feel alive. I feel so many things. I feel
like this is deja vu all over again.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this movie before.
So I don't even know where do we start? Where do we go? We were running thin before.
I can drop off a few F-bombs here real quick, and we can get us really going.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we
last week we were in Nashville.
Yeah.
Coming back, Peter's the suntan is faded. He's got a nice little the sunburn is faded. Now he's got a nice little tan going. Chris, I can't see the top of Chris's head, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
It's still flaking.
Still flaking. Oh, geez.
Those are twist off, sirs.
No, are they? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too weak.
Just
I'm too frustrated because I shouldn't be doing another hour of this shenanigans. But
nobody's forcing you to stay for an hour.
I can just take radio callers in if you want.
Oh, nice.
We can call Joe Keneally, see if he wants to provide to the podcast.
I'll be like Frazier. I'll be like the show Frazier. Like, I'm listening.
What I'm nervous about is where it's pushed on the top there, Chris. I hope I have them in the right positions. So I'm hoping this is recording. We'll find out. But
you're hoping it records now?
No, I know it's recording, but I'm hoping it's getting the volume through.
Oh, the right volume.
We'll see. I mean, I don't even know what the static was about. So
do we have levels going, Chris? Can you hear me?
Yeah, your level. Everybody's level.
Well, you can hear each other. Well, we could hear each other last time. It just wasn't.
But I mean, it's going straight up. Everybody's is like touching the top when they're talking. Into
Nice.
the microphone.
Okay. So hopefully it won't be too bad this time. Last week, good times. Nashville. Amazingness.
Great time.
Ice cold.
You guys
never broke my heart.
You guys lost in putt to me and Pepsi.
That was pretty bad.
We talked about that. And the baseball game was good. We all got probably legitimately got some type of sun poisoning or heat stroke because I felt amazing at the baseball game. I shouldn't have ran in the morning. That was stupid. But I felt great until after the game for sure. And I think it definitely could have been heat stroke.
Do you want to talk about our buddy, our guide in Nashville, who might have been more of an alcoholic than us?
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Why?
Did you not see any of his videos of him, his buddies passed out all over the place? And
you know what's funny? I also thought he was a lot of braggadociousness to him.
He had some photos and pictures to back it up.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I didn't see any of the pictures, but
you could have had 3 shots and been that.
They look like they were all different nights, different outfits at least. Unless he gets drunk and passed out in different clothes. I mean, maybe that's his deal. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's his deal. Maybe that's what he enjoys doing.
I mean, Pierre could be right. He could just take 3 shots and get blackout drunk and let his nephew slap him in the face with poop.
Yeah.
Oh, that story was pretty ridiculous. Also, his hate for Nashville because it's a growing city was kind of weird.
I can't really hear you, Peter.
What?
Can you hear him?
No, I thought he turned his microphone off.
Oh, that would have been.
Oh, nailed it.
Jesus.
God, we're really.
What is the amateurness of this podcast these days?
You're welcome on that one.
Oh, I'm getting tired of
Killing
this.
it.
No, so yes, this guy told us. I don't know. He seemed very braggadocious.
Yeah, he's a nice guy overall, though.
No, nice guy, but I mean, just seemed like he really wanted to give you a bunch of his.
Here's the real.
There's no way he was taking, what did he say? 12 doubles of tequila.
16
Come
shots
on.
tequila, yeah.
Doubles, he said too.
Whatever.
Come on.
At that point, you're dead.
The way they poured shots out there, they were pretty much doubles anyway.
So here's
It was at the Double Door Saloon, potentially. Or no, what was it? The
he has a new Broadway.
Kundu.
He has a new Broadway.
No, but that's not the Double Door Saloon. It's not Broadway. No, it was a Kung Fu Panda bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that other one with the drop shot also was filled to the
root beer
too.
shot was good.
That's true, but that was more of a. Do you think all shots are like that?
Probably.
In that area, maybe.
It's potentially, but I did love that one bar. We've already talked about that, but when he was telling me he's pouring his shot, and he's like, "I pour you shots like I want to get a shot." Not, not to. There's no. He's not held back, Chris. No limits, baby.
I like it.
Here's a real question about both. I have a question from. It's related to it's about Austin, Texas, and to Nashville, Tennessee. I feel like these goddamn scooters are a ripoff, all right? I feel like you're paying way more than if you just get like an Uber or something. I think it'd just be cheaper than scooting around on these things where you got to put prepaid things that Chris and I have prepaid
I got
amounts
$20
that I'm not going to use until I get to a city again that has bird scooters in them. Do you feel like I don't feel like they're that an efficient mode of transportation.
I think they're an amazing way to get around if you do it right. Mike does it downtown. He spends $3
if you get it right.
like a half a.
I think also because it took us all like forever to get the scooters going to begin with. So some of us had meters running, others didn't have meters running at the time. And then my meter almost ran out, so I had to put $20 on to get to the thing for $1 left in my ride, which then got stuck because I got stuck with Joe Keneally walking it down to the river and walking it back up from the river.
And you got poor Peter who paid for his scooter.
Oh, that's the other thing, ladies and gentlemen. On Saturday night, I paid for one, and I was not giving up on it. And I paid for that whole ride. Did I not get to use?
They don't post the rules about how they don't work past midnight. So my drunk ass is there for like 20 minutes trying to scan this thing, trying to figure out why it's not. I download like 5 different apps for like 5 different scooters. I woke up.
No, the best is that notification got. Hey, guess what? The scooters are now available until midnight.
Thanks, Nashville. It's Tuesday. I'm in Chicago. Great.
Yeah. Chris, what are we drinking tonight, buddy? Since we've already explained it.
Lager for the Lakes, American Lager by Bell's. They call this a summertime beer for them.
I like it.
I think it's pretty good.
We did a 2 Bells recently. And what was it called?
I think it's the Oberlin. Is
it was like the Bell. No, it was the Bell Light. Remember the one I brought it.
Is this the one that's in like out?
Wait.
I thought this was the one that was in Michigan. I thought this was.
Yeah, this is definitely in Michigan. I'm trying to think. Okay, let me.
Someone with a B that's south. Oh,
I'll figure it out here real quick.
Right? Two-hearted.
It was a light beer that we had that I brought to this podcast. It was great.
One. All right.
2 Bells. I think it was a.
It's not extra in the fridge. Like there's that for
probably,
weekend.
but I think we liked it enough that we actually drank most of it.
Oh, more of it.
And
another one, Devin.
But it feels like it tasted like this one a lot.
Well, there's only so many variations of lager you can have, right?
That's true. This might not be it. I actually didn't even see this 2 Bells. But it is nice. I had to go with something a little sweet, get something on the palate. I've been such clean eating this week. A little sugar gets the whole body going here, boys.
It gets it refreshed.
Isn't there coffee, sugar in your coffee?
Yes, a little bit, but not to the point where
not to the volume that he needs it, baby.
Yeah, come on, Pat.
I'm just asking questions here.
Don't be asking stupid questions.
People want to know, all right?
Inquiring minds want to know?
Inquiring minds want to know. They want to know about you.
It's
like 20 questions, Peter, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah, they want to know.
Sure. They do.
There's the Lager Lakes. I'm just trying to figure this out real quick. Oh, we had the Yuengling is up here for some reason.
We made that last weekend.
Yeah,
beer.
It wasn't too bad. I'll look it up on the podcast later, but why are we looking at email here, Pat?
He's kind of intrigued. He wants to know what's going to be headed his way tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why, you trying to think about getting torn up here?
Yeah.
Getting it rowdy? Go get us some Tito's and Sprite.
Can I keep it high and tight? Me and Chris are going to hang up pizza.
That would be miserable.
I'll take Chris to the airport at 5 in the morning, baby.
Woo!
Make that
Chris, you'll be going to Midway, though, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. May not make any of the flights.
That would be. There's nothing worse.
Chris would never be so happy sitting in his apartment all weekend by himself. No one knows he's here. No one. Pepsi strolls in. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
There would be nothing worse.
It's like a weird standoff going on.
There's nothing worse than a hungover flight. I could not imagine going to hang up tonight and then getting on a 4-hour flight.
Not at all. No.
I mean, it goes one of two ways. It goes you either pass out right away, like I did from Vegas, or you have the hell plane ride that you and Joe Keneally had.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
It doesn't go in between. It's like it's miserable, or you're just sleeping.
And
then some asshole wakes you up to see if you want a Sprite. No. Me drooling on my backpack. Yeah, that really indicated.
Hey,
yeah, please wake me if I have a Sprite.
There you go, Mark Norman. That's a great. Great joke in his comedy special that he did with Amy Schumer. You jackaloon.
Let him know.
I didn't realize it was copyright infringement.
Yes, they would call you a joke thief for that, or joke thief for that one, champ.
Well, I'm not a Comedy Central guy, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Let alone that was an amazing comedy special. Mark Norman's first, and it was a comedy. It was Comedy Central's his first special that you can get on YouTube. It's an hour long. Tremendous. It's so not good for the times, but it's like
pretty spot on.
You could tell that was like Mark Norman growing into who he was, like right before like he is who he is.
Peter watching him bud into the flower that he is.
That's
what I'm saying.
I love you, Mark.
Or the trash bag that he is now.
Mark's amazing. What are you guys talking about?
He's garbage. We already know. I've seen the podcast with him on it. They determined he was garbage.
Did they ever determine he's not garbage?
Yeah. There's a few guys.
Morgan Freeman's not garbage.
Definitely not garbage.
They had Morgan Freeman on the podcast. Get out of here.
You know who's the most garbage person, like number one garbage person of them all?
Joey
Bert
Diaz.
Kreischer's wife.
Yes, Chris.
I was gonna say her. I would figure that out. Joey Diaz. Those were my two guesses. On that.
Joey Diaz was insane.
Yeah.
Well, you stomp and poop into the floor. You're pretty.
Joey Diaz is
Because I don't remember. I listened to one with Kreischer's wife because you saw that in the we did in the basement. I don't remember anything that bad in hers versus what you told me about Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz went so far past garbage that he came back around to not being garbage.
He's a word that we can't describe to be garbage.
He was classy for a hot minute.
He got so far past garbage.
He's so past garbage. Maybe he's just a genius.
It's goddamn genius come. We could go back over these really quick. Did you know that the state of Illinois is looking for a new flag?
I did, Peter. I saw that article earlier.
I did not.
We had a whole huge article and we brought up every flag.
My favorite flag is either Illinois or no, sorry,
Illinois!
It's either Arizona or it's going to be the Hawaii, which has a weird random British flag in it.
Yeah,
I do like the.
So that's the Union Jack, Peter. That Chris was talking about.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I do like the California flag though.
You just like Bears, Chris.
I do.
I
Beats,
like
Bears.
I like what Pat said about it's Arizona's. It's kind of got like a sun coming up.
Yeah,
it's not
nice.
a bad one.
It's nice.
Is Oregon green with the big O on it for the Ducks?
Maybe a yellow O, wouldn't it? Maybe a yellow
I'm just
O.
messing around.
Yeah, that's
The green flag with the yellow O.
No, it's actually a Nike symbol.
Do we want to Phil Knight, baby? Do we want to go back over plans for the weekend? Pat's got some really great plans.
I mean, my plans are so exciting. I mean, I can't.
Why would you deprive the people of not being?
You know, the one at Oregon says State of Oregon, 1859.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's all it says on it.
Succinct. I like it.
Oklahoma's not. Oklahoma looks a little racist, but it's kind of cool.
What's it? Oh, is it the? And Tennessee's kind of racist. It looked like.
It's got like a dream catcher on it. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
No, I think we can skip the.
Pat. So Pat's got a movie.
Let's talk about your guys' weekend plans.
He's got movie night.
Movie night, family night, and then we'll record the podcast for a third time on Sunday.
And then Sunday, he's gonna maybe get to Home Depot and Bed Bath & Beyond. Actually, you can't even use Bed Bath & Beyond anymore.
Now, yeah.
People are fighting for those assets.
I'll have to go to Home Goods or something.
And then on Sunday we'll be here recording the podcast again because it's not recording again.
That will not happen.
Joe can maybe come that time. Maybe Joe can come a third time.
Joe can maybe make
then
that
we can
one.
splice them together and have like half podcasts with Joe sitting here and half of them not being here.
Have you guys decided what you're gonna do with Max yet or no?
I don't even know if Max. I mean, I'm not sure Max's schedule's like. I'm sure Joe will let me know.
Yeah.
Pat's just here for the ride.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure Max is gonna. It depends if he's got his wife and kids. He might not be out at all. You know?
Yeah, that's true. It sucks for you guys. It's okay. It happens.
Let's go hang out. Let's go cuddle with Brian on the couch.
So me and Chris, we got to get up at 5:15, 5 o'clock tomorrow. Get a shower in, of course, because you don't want to be a stinky boy.
Well, you want to shower after the?
We got a 4-hour flight, which I'm not the biggest fan of 4-hour flights. It's going to be a long one. I remember the one to Seattle, and that was tough.
Isn't Vegas 4 hours?
No, 3.5.
Vegas is like pushing 4.
Yeah, it's about 4.
And then, but on the way back, you get that nice
going
push
back
away.
is quicker, yeah.
These flights are pretty much even on the way on their travel times. They're like 3 hours and 45 minutes.
So and we're going from a grammar school buddy who's getting married, Miguel. Congrats, Miguel. He's an Instagram follower, by the way.
Nice.
Not sure if he listens to the podcast.
Oh, the gram.
But I am super excited.
Subscribe. No one cares.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I wish the YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here. Make sure to check out the podcast on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast S&P. Hit that subscribe, like, ring the bell for my buddy over there, Chris McGraw.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. And
throw
us a comment. Listen, we didn't get any comments last week. It was Pepsi's birthday, #1 fan. You guys get to see the butt cheeks live and in person. And then we had these awesome. Again, check out episode 136. Great podcast minus some of the
provocative language and
yes.
static.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to see us hot and tipsy, that podcast was amazing, and you get to see Joe twerk it.
Whatever. Gets all the
nice.
ladies. Makes all
So
the
throw
ladies
some
in
comments. Get us in the interlubes.
Lose their minds.
Get us in the algorithm.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, Chris. Let's talk about movie recommendations for you on your flight tomorrow.
That's a good move.
I like it.
I'll tell
I
you
like
the 3 I'm taking if you want.
This is a new segment.
I would like to hear.
What
Peter's 3 are.
Do you want us? Okay, so my 3. One is crap. Now I got to think about it.
Now, Chris, are you looking for movies that you haven't? While Peter's
God
thinking,
damn it, Pat.
do you think about what you're marking? Now, Peter, Chris, why even think? Or do you want something that you already seen, or stuff that like a new or a little combo action?
A little combo action.
All right.
So the first one I'm seeing is Top Gun. The first one. I've never seen it.
Nice. Never seen it either.
So I'm excited for
It's
that.
a solid movie.
Second one is
It'll get you all jacked up for volleyball, guys.
second one, or I know one. Oh yes, that was something I want to bring up. Should we get a practice going for next weekend?
No.
I definitely think we need to. We should bring a ball to Frank's at least, and maybe a net. I'll bring both.
He's got a pretty big yard.
Yeah, we could do it.
Someone can be on the swing set.
Pass.
The third one that I downloaded today is the movie The Green Book, I think it's The Green
I've
Book.
seen like clips of that with where the guy drives around the
Yes.
black piano player.
Yep.
I want to see that movie. That looks good. I've seen clips of it.
Yeah, that I saw
Seems
that
like
and I
an
was like, oh, that looks good. Damn it, I thought I had. What is the third one I had? It's like a crap. I can't think of it. The second one I picked, I have no idea right now. But I wanted to go with a comedy, and I saw The Green Book, The Green Notebook, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go with that because that looks really good. But the three that I chose are kind of like, a little bit more serious.
Wait, what was the 3? I got
Top Gun, The Green Notebook, and I can't think of the third one right now. I'm thinking about it. Maybe Pat, give some recommendations.
I
I'll
heard
think
for
about
you,
it.
Peter. You might like this movie called Vengeance. It's kind of interesting.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a small movie. It's got the guy.
Okay, that I don't think. So we'll give me.
No, this is a you recommendation. You want one more? I'm giving you one recommendation.
No, I have 3. I can't think of the third one right now.
But if you want another one, that's another one.
Okay, I appreciate that.
So Chris, we're gonna go movies that you've seen first.
Okay.
All right. One that came to mind, an OG classic. Maybe get you a little Tommy Boy action on the plane.
Not bad. I like it.
Maybe a little Tommy Boy action. Or I don't know if you've ever seen Ace Ventura recently.
I have not seen Ace Ventura. That's been a long time.
Yeah.
Still a classic.
Classic.
Not
Not really watch
PC,
that
but
one.
it's classic. And then the always. You can always if you want to get. I don't know if you've ever seen The Nice Guys.
Oh, I love The Nice Guys. Great movie.
It's got Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling in it.
Chris, tremendous movie.
It's like
Oh.
and
And you get to see boobies.
there are movies.
Some pretty nice boobies.
All right. It sounds like Nice Guy. You know what? I gotta have movies for both ways. So Nice Guys is definitely gonna be one of them. You know what I'm gonna get, Peter?
Let me hear
Bullet
it.
Train.
Oh, tremendous call. Tremendous. I love that movie. I honestly do.
You could probably rent John Wick 4 at this point, Chris. If you want to watch a bunch of dick shots again.
I was thinking about getting like.
I almost went John Wick 1.
I was thinking about getting a couple John Wicks. I was thinking maybe Rambo.
Or if you want to go real old school, you get Beverly Hills Cop maybe.
Crap, I cannot
I've been
think
seeing
of the
Beverly
second one
Hills
I
Cop,
got.
a bunch of them recently. So.
It's an old school classic movie, but I just haven't seen it.
Denver is up 5 with 3:37 to go.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
I almost went with Scarface since I have not seen that movie.
I haven't seen that.
Scarface, I would rate as being it's like average to above average. It's
I
not
was
a great
thinking
movie. I don't think it's. I think it's overrated personally.
The other 3 I was thinking about was finally getting Casino and finishing that up. I've
That's
never
a long
seen
movie.
the end of it.
Oh, that's a good movie.
That might take you a flight and a half.
That's a good movie, though.
The Usual Suspects.
Have you seen Goodfellas or no?
I've not seen any of those.
Goodfellas.
Oh, come on, Chris.
Goodfellas.
What are we doing, baby?
Goodfellas is better than Casino, in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Casino. I think Casino's amazing.
I like both of them, but I think Goodfellas is better.
I've gotten so deep into that where I was watching interviews of those guys, because the one guy lives. He did a bunch of mob interviews, and then there's another guy.
I think Joe Pesci's I like him. I like him more in Goodfellas. I think he's this crazy ass character in that movie.
I think he was perfect for
I
Casino.
could always get Roadhouse again.
Roadhouse. Those are, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen Roadhouse, get it done.
There's a lot of nice boobies.
I'm not gonna lie, the Austin Power movies were a lot of fun to watch again.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty solid.
And the hour and a half of Kindergarten Cop we got.
Joe watched the rest of it on the car ride home.
Has he not seen Kindergarten Cop? Also, how did he hear it over?
He had a headphone in. I was one of that too, and then he had one headphone in, one out.
Yeah, you guys were out cold so the ride back was
I
pretty
only slept
simple.
like an hour, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It was a
Joe slept for like 5 hours.
yeah. He got most of that ride down with a good nap. We got in so easy peasy lemon squeezy,
minus the windshield.
which we didn't pay for. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know it's a scam.
We didn't pay for it.
We didn't. The rental car insurance is a pretty big scam. $30 a day, it's tough. Until a semi throws off a huge chunk of gravel and smashes your windshield, and then you don't pay for it. So you got to imagine we spent $30 for 4 days. We got that's $120.
That windshield would have cost like $600.
Probably $300 or $400.
I would say it's a big 5-6 with their pricing on it.
Probably, yeah, it's true. So we got a huge break. Thankfully, we were smart enough to take that insurance.
Yeah.
Also, I stepped up and told him immediately that happened instead of him finding out later. Like I was just like, let's get it out.
I mean, if you got the insurance,
yes.
No insurance, you better, we put a little sticker up there or something, for the back.
Yeah, exactly.
Hide it, baby, hide it.
How can we move the city sticker from here to here?
One more cool kind of thing we did talk about Sam Zell, and
we did not talk about Sam Zell.
Well, not on this podcast.
Yeah, these people don't know. They didn't see the first one. They didn't see the blooper reel
on the previous podcast.
On the Patreon only.
Yes.
Then nobody's hearing.
on the one with the camera audio that sucks. No one's hearing that one. We could splice in a little bit of that.
Yeah, just so we want to hear.
No, so Sam Zell passed away. He's 81. Unfortunately, had some type of caught a sickness. And the battle did not last long, and unfortunately, he passed away. And I think this is actually like right when Chris told me the last time that the podcast was not recording.
It's still not recording.
Where are we at time-wise, just out of curiosity?
21 minutes.
Oh, nice. I could go all day here. But so he made all his money in distressed assets, and they called him the Gravedigger.
That was his own name, he himself.
Nice. Did it? No way. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's why nobody liked him. You don't give yourself a nickname.
He owned the building that I used to work in because we were one of his companies there, and he had his own private elevator.
Ooh, fancy.
Wow, what a pansy.
It was like a cone in front of it, and then like when he came through, like security would be like waiting for him to like walk through to it.
I like it.
I could only see the elevator because we were on the second floor, so I didn't have an elevator. I just walked to my office. But yeah, his elevator was always there. I asked somebody, why is there always a cone in front of one elevator? Like, that's Sam Zell's elevator. I'm like,
personal elevator. You can't ride it, boy.
Yeah. Has strippers, poles, and everything in there.
That's why nobody liked him. But his biggest flop. He sold his real estate company for like $38 billion, which $1 billion was his.
Yeah, the Tribune was his biggest flop.
I think he only bought it for like 100.
But he sold the Cubs for a killing on what they bought him for.
Yeah. So and they were part of the Tribune deal.
Yeah.
So I mean, but
he killed the Tribune is what he kind of killed their like business. Is what the people bitch
Tribune's
about.
still around, Pat. It's still around.
No, but I'm saying
it.
But they're not big as they're not newer, but they were.
They're not dead yet, Patrick.
Well, and where they're getting kind of saved. The casino in Chicago has taken over, has bought them out.
But it's forcing them to move all their still print stuff. It's forcing them to move it.
Yeah, no, it's true. But they're getting paid pretty handsomely.
Yeah, I think other places are getting. Like are printed like, but I think like regionally, other papers are printing that as well, so they move it somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Maybe Bedford Park, guys. So maybe it's the spot for you.
No, I think they're looking at downtown, so they want to be in Chicago.
I don't know. It seems like
McCormick Center, Pat.
Seems like a waste of money.
No,
go to Bedford Park. They got all your things. They got water transportation.
No, Pat.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Village of Bedford Park.
Yeah, it's got all your water needs because that's what you need. All right, and we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here again on the Saturday Night Pregame Podcast on a Thursday, because we're
turned up on a Thursday here.
Getting turned up. 3 beers. It's funny. I was like, do we even drink on this podcast? Because we're still, and it's like, I'm already into it. I'm like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better. It's going to be a good weekend.
We haven't addressed
not as bad that we fucked up the first podcast.
We only have 3 of us here tonight.
Well, what's the elephant? He had to work on his property.
Yeah, same. We missed you, Joe.
Pat misses you.
I've liked 4 things tonight, Joe, and you're not here to hear it.
I swear to God, when we were rolling down on when we started that the drive to Nashville, geez, get the out of your mouth. I legitimately thought you two were gonna duke it out.
Box it right in the
middle. So angry. I don't know what he got all angry about.
Well, there's always.
He was angry that you were sitting next to him.
I didn't choose a seat.
Get your butt back.
I wanted the back. I wanted the back seat, and the Pepsi's in there all like leaning,
cutting the papa.
I mean, Pepsi's got one ass cheek on each side of the seats over there.
Well, you should have gone back there with him.
Spread out like get out nice and deep. Like,
let me tell you what, he wanted you on that sofa couch thing so bad. I felt bad taking you away.
He wanted you in the pantry room.
He sounds like a damn chainsaw going. The one night, like when we watched the movie, he fell asleep because all the other nights I blacked out, so it didn't really matter. Like I passed out, just like out. But the one night I didn't pass out, and he's like, I'm like, how was Peter sleeping next to this? Like,
Peter said he didn't snore after.
Not at all.
And I think it's because he was raised up. He was laying on all those.
There was a point there where I saw some lightning flashing, and then I hear, I'm like, how is Peter sleeping through this? This will wake me up and drive me insane.
You know what's killing me? I remember. I think back to Austin. You could not stop snoring. You were killing me. I don't know. Patterson just didn't bug me.
Katrina always says when I come home drunk and I pass out in the bed that I snore like a fucking
just an awful person.
Like a chainsaw. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Most of the time, she said it not so much. But like when you drink, he's like, "Yeah, you're just."
This is terrible.
Because I think I can really. Because I drink, I get really congested, and so like I'm breathing through my mouth.
Everybody gets congested.
Let's talk about this.
Fucked up sinuses.
Between you and Joe, your family like lineage or genetics.
I might be better than Joe. Joe sounded terrible.
The whole car ride home on Monday, it was. I was about to throw you from behind me.
Pepsi was farting the whole time.
Okay. I'm like, what is wrong with you? How do you ever sleep if you cough every 5 seconds?
When I sleep, I don't cough anymore, obviously.
And then Joe blowing out that big old hunk of his.
There's a lot of snot in there.
It was an orchestra of allergies the whole ride home. It's
hey, we're just keeping you awake up there, right? You're welcome. Chris McGaw's like dozing in the front seat the first 2 hours.
I managed to stay awake. I definitely did.
That's hilarious. I didn't know said. I was just talking his ear off like it's no big deal.
I'm like sitting there like trying to keep my eyes open. I would close it and like I'd be like, oh, gotta wake back up.
There was a point where I'm like, if Chris falls asleep and Peter's not looking at the navigation, so we're gonna end up in like Idaho.
No, yeah.
There was a few turns where it got a little hairy. Chris like, right.
I was one turn. He was talking to my dad for his birthday.
Yeah.
You guys picked great timing on that one, Chris.
Yeah,
I didn't realize there was the fork in the road there. That was my bad.
All right, another quick topic here. Do you guys like the Coke? Like, we're not big pop drinkers, soda drinkers, but when you go to the movie theater, if you do a McDonald's and Wendy's, you get a soft drink and you get to choose all your flavors. Do you like that?
No, I just take the regular one.
You don't mix it up at all. You don't do a little cherry Coke and a little vanilla, maybe an orange, maybe a mellow yellow with a little bit of cherry to it.
Maybe with like with Coke, yeah. Maybe I'll do like half Coke Zero, half Coke Cherry Zero, or
maybe try an orange Coke Zero, or a zero Coke cream soda type.
So you guys are a little more adventurous than that. You guys are more adventurous.
You and Joe are the most vanilla. Jackaloon. Life is about spice, baby. It's about variety.
I'm trying to give you
Try it out.
I'm trying to give you a compliment, and you're
no, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these people. I'm tired of these vanilla people.
I like that. You guys are the chip connoisseurs. You tell me what's good and what's not good, and then I try from there. I don't need to be the guinea pig. You can be my guinea pigs for me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the chips. You got to go out there and just got to go for it.
You know, Peter gave me the whole rundown of all the pork rind flavors that you can have. I got the list down the row.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I got the pecking order. I got the list going.
Walmart has. So here's the other place you can get it.
Walmart
has pepper and salt, cheddar.
They got the jalapenos.
They have a jalapeno cheddar too. Forget about it. The cheddar.
Con queso.
Forget about it, baby.
Nice. I'm excited.
Okay. So this is not gonna work for you, Pat. But me and Chris are also dip. We like a good dip. We like a ketchup with our ranch. We like a barbecue and a pickle sauce.
Yeah, Pierre's a little bit more adventurous with like mixing
Heinz just came out with a dispenser that has 180 different combination flavors that you can do.
I might be into that.
They're gonna try it out.
I would funk that up a little bit.
They're gonna try it out. Throw it into some fast food restaurants.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like the soda machines.
Yeah, that's how I can. You like how I set that up? I lead you into it, baby. Podcast host.
You had me like 180 combinations. Like, how the hell is that going to work?
You can make your own fancy sauce, Chris.
Little ranch, little jalapeno, little cheddar.
What is jalapeno? Just like a jalapeno flavor, or does it drop jalapeno in it?
No, it's a jalapeno flavor.
Okay.
So mix it with your ketchup. So you can have a spicy ketchup.
Jalapeno.
They have jalapeno ketchups already.
Yeah, that's what. And now you have a dispenser. Now you're at Wendy's. You're like, you know what? What do I want with my nice nugs?
And if you're Pat Lynch, just ketchup.
And now you're on the Nugget Nation.
I can't wait for them to clean those lines out.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. That's not going to be. That's going to be a little harder.
You're gonna try that for the first month, and then after that, you're like, yeah, I'm good.
That's a really good point. Like, how do you think that's going to work?
Because I'm pretty sure they don't ever clean the soda lines.
They don't
know.
Machines,
they taste like crap after a while.
Also, the beer line, a good bar when the beer's crisp. Always, that's a beer or a bar that's cleaning out their lines. And then a lot of bars don't do that. But that's why if you get a good rotation, it usually works out a little better.
True.
you think when they rotate kegs out a lot that they have to clean the lines before, obviously, or they think it's like, they just kind of don't bother?
They kind of don't bother. I'm assuming most places.
Most people can't tell the difference, you think?
True, or I think they're just like. I mean, it depends on how busy you are and like when you run out of them. If you're running out of them,
I'm saying like if you're switching, like if I have this, if I have lager for the lakes on here and we tap that thing and I'm bringing in a case of Sam Adams Summer Ale or whatever.
Oh, so you're like changing it out completely.
Do you think they're gonna? You think
they'll clean out the line? Yeah.
I was, you know, this is a good question. So we can ask John: is how often are you supposed to, and how often do you think people do clean out their lines?
That's a great question for John.
Because
let's call him up right now and ask him.
No, he's not brewing. He's brewing, but they haven't started brewing at the.
You should have this research done by now.
It's possible he could.
You could ask your other friend John, who hates you.
Yeah, no, he blocked me on Snapchat.
When I see him on Snapchat, I'll ask him.
Yeah,
he'll be like, we never cleaned lines. What does that mean?
No, I would be interested to understand how often and how hard it is to clean the lines, if it's even hard at all.
You're supposed to do it on like your refrigerator too, I think.
The
water line.
Water line?
Yeah,
I could imagine that. But how do you wouldn't clean it? You would just change it, right?
I'm not sure. It's a good question. Mine's right here. I could just pop it down if I really wanted to.
You is your copper? Or is your
mine is I think it's.
I thought most of them had to be copper now.
Mine's a plastic tube. I'm pretty sure.
Well, Pat's. I mean,
yeah.
Most of Pat's wiring down here is not.
I put that in.
What'd you put in?
The water line.
Oh yeah.
You're supposed to use copper now, Patrick, not the plastic.
Okay, well then tell me why they sold the plastic one with the fridge.
That's true.
You talk to them about it.
Yeah.
You're not up to code. We're gonna call the city.
Chris, this whole house is not up to code. Have you seen the
that's why we're
electric?
calling
Have you
the
seen the
city.
conduit? Like right above your head. Right there.
I'm
I'm what you call, Chris, grandfathered in, baby.
No, we're gonna call the city.
And what? What are you gonna tell him? I haven't remodeled anything
Tore
down
all
here.
these walls out. We're gonna tell them.
Yeah, I tore all the non-existent walls out. You're right.
We're gonna tell them that you built this staircase.
Yep.
Just like me and Peter built the back extension to Warwick that one time.
No one gets that one at all. But that's a good joke. That's a good internal joke, Christopher.
I thought it was.
Do we know if the
Nuggets won?
Did they really?
They did.
Nug Nation won.
Nug Nation for life, baby.
Denver up 2-0. That's not good for LeBron.
They're in a good position.
Yes, that's true.
And they're going to LA now, right? I'm guessing.
Yes,
they defended home
so
court.
they defend home court, which is like what you got to do.
Yeah, exactly.
If they win one in LA, they're looking really pretty.
That they are.
If LeBron doesn't do it this year, does he have any hope of doing it again with the Lakers?
I don't know, everybody keeps saying like if he wins this year, then he's the greatest of all time.
Oh, come on.
That's what they keep saying. They're saying.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They're saying he's carrying him on his back, man.
You think so?
I don't know. I think
it's
like
AD.
Anthony Davis. Is
No, I don't think he's the greatest of all time. Honestly, I'm from Chicago. Come on.
Yeah, that's a tough.
I got a little bit of bias here. I'll admit it. But all I gotta say, 6-0, baby.
He was 6-0.
Pat.
But
Andy took 2 years off to go from a gambling punishment. He could have won 8.
Did you hear he's trying to sell? I couldn't believe he's trying to sell the Charlotte Hornets.
Damn, they suck. I would try to sell them too.
Well, he's really. Did you see that he's really into
NASCAR.
Yeah, or was it racing?
He owns a NASCAR team.
Is it NASCAR that it was?
He owns one of the NASCAR teams. Yeah.
He's
really? Wow.
really into NASCAR.
He's also I think also like he was kind of hoping that the value of the franchise, if they would have got the first pick, would have gone way up. He might have been hoping for that, and as he's engaging in these selling talks, maybe. And then they didn't get that.
Yeah, you ended up with the second pick.
They didn't get the French guy.
So he's really ready.
Doesn't that? I mean, I don't know anything about this guy, but just eyeballing him, like he needs to put on weight, right? He looks like a rail.
They said that if him and LeBron were in the same draft, they could see a teams drafting this guy in front of LeBron.
I mean, LeBron is a beat. Like, LeBron looks like he can take a beat. This guy looks like he's going to get trucked.
I couldn't believe that.
This guy looks like LeBron would just tackle him down.
I could not believe when ESPN came out with that story. Like, yeah, this guy would probably go ahead of LeBron. And
I mean, he's pretty.
They were both drafted.
I mean, he's
at the
pretty
same
quick.
time.
We also talk about the dumbness that is the guy in Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, John Morant.
Yeah. It's for the second time in 3 months carrying
There's
guns
yes.
around.
Yeah.
But did you see the video?
Yeah,
this is a great.
Pops a gun out.
I can't see it. I couldn't see it.
It's clearly in his right hand. It's like this.
No, I
did
not see it. I don't think it. I think it was too quick. The guy, whoever his buddy was smart enough. Oh, what are you doing, John? What are you doing, baby?
Apparently, they have enough to say that it was, or at least to get him suspended. And I know that the NBA is looking at to see if it was.
What I saw looked pretty clear as day.
Did you see also that Reggie Miller came out? Well, this is actually a really hot topic item right now, which is crazy in comparison to a lot of things that are going on in America. That this is a heated topic where some people are like, "Hey, he's not doing anything illegal, so he shouldn't be in any trouble."
I mean, he's in the South. I mean, right?
Where also other people are saying
it's pretty clear as day to me.
No, that's the first one, you jackaloon.
That's the first one?
Yeah, that's the first one.
In the strip club.
I didn't see the second one.
Yeah, well, this is what's wrong with America, ladies and gentlemen. This kid coming on here acting like he knows what he's talking about.
Wait. Why is he even a question? You got all that money. Have your bodyguards carry guns.
But that's what they're talking. Well, that's it. Pat, nobody's saying that this isn't the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Why is no one saying, "Hey, you are a $1 billion player. Just play it out for 20 years. Play it out for 20 years. Be a good guy for 20 years."
Yeah, I mean, he has other issues where, like, supposedly he invited some, like, high school prospect over to play one-on-one.
Yep.
And then
punched
a kid in the head and
Yeah,
then came out with a gun in his waistband. And, there's some other things about, like, with the Pacers where his buddy was on the court and he got into it. And then, like, the Pacers travel team had, like,
red light
laser pointers pointing at them. They couldn't substantiate it. But
does the NBA not do the kind of diligence that the NFL does on their players coming in?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, the NFL will have, like, private eyes, like, tracking their top. Like, they would have, like, the Jalen Carter, so they'd have guys investigating that. Like, in the NFL, they have these, like, they're, like, really into because the contact policy is so tight. Like, any draft picks with red flags, like, they investigate to, like, the umpteenth degree.
Yeah, but I think when you have a generational player.
Is he a generational player, though?
Yeah, Morant? Top 5 NBA player right now.
Is he really top 5?
Top 5. Like, he takes
so Joker's better than him, right?
Yes.
LeBron's probably.
No,
I wouldn't put LeBron. I mean, LeBron is a
it's
great.
Giannis.
Great
it's Joker. Steph Curry potentially.
I still put Steph Curry up there.
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, if he's on the court, yeah.
He's not well.
Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum. I mean,
no. I'm not taking Tatum over Morant. No way. Morant's definitely way better than Tatum. Joel Embiid is Chris. I would go Giannis.
The only reason why I would take Tatum is because he's taking his team further in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he's also got a little bit more of a crew with him. No,
he's only got Jaylen Brown. I mean,
who's the guy on the Mavs?
Luka Doncic.
No.
I mean, not bad. Devin Booker's not bad. I still wouldn't take Devin Booker. I'd still
not take
John Morant over Devin Booker, but Devin Booker's not
top
far.
5.
So I don't. I
mean,
think he might be on the cusp. But
unfortunately, Damian Lillard's on some crappy ass teams, but he's not bad either.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't know if I take him over in that same cusp there.
He's just got that explosiveness that you just can't teach. But he needs some. It's tough. What Reggie Miller said is he's lucky Stern's not the commissioner because he would have gotten the complete death penalty of a year off.
Sure, yeah, for sure.
They're not gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do for this kid, but it's not gonna be a full year. But he's gonna have some real issues.
We're talking that he may miss the first 20 to 25 games of the next year,
which is like a quarter of the season roughly.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then how do you sign him to a max deal when you know he's the head case?
You put a gun clause in his contract.
You gotta do something, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna put some. You're gonna put some like stuff. You're gonna put some protections in there for your team and yourself.
I can't imagine any team wouldn't.
But it's a hot button topic where some people are on the side of he's a role model for millions of kids, so he needs to be suspended for the full year.
I don't buy that argument.
Some people say he did nothing wrong, so he should not get any suspension. Some people are like, this kid is a cry for help. You need to help him.
That's more of an issue.
There's a whole, it's like an insanely hot topic, like where you got like Charles Barkley coming out and saying he needs to be suspended, and then you got Draymond Green saying, hey, he's not doing anything wrong.
Well, Draymond Green's the guy that punches his own teammates, so he doesn't have lots of room to
They also talked about that too a little bit, but
I mean, I can understand he's got the right to own guns, but obviously you don't want him on Instagram Live where he's probably with. I mean, I don't know if it was on his or the other guys. But, like, obviously, he's probably being followed by a bunch of kids. You probably don't want him flashing a gun on Instagram Live and having a bunch of, like, 10, 12, 13-year-old kids.
Yeah. But I also think we need to.
But I mean, like, yeah, granted, like
you gotta.
He's also not people's parents either, right?
No, exactly. I get
what
that.
What was it? Charles Barkley? Did he say the nice amount of role model?
Yeah, but it's different now a little bit.
But I mean, like,
Chuck is like to gamble, right?
Yeah.
Chuck still likes to gamble.
You're not like if you're a parent, you're not expecting John Morant to go Instagram Live and bust out a gun in front and like.
He's not also.
But
he's also not gonna be the guy in the commercial, you know.
But that also speaks to the gun culture in this country, like
True.
where.
How it's easier to buy a gun than do most things, yeah.
Well, but also like how cool it is to have a gun and be with a gun and you know, proud to be an American, baby.
Yeah, how easy it is to like, you know, get a gun or get like pregnant before you can rent a car.
That's another Mark Norman.
Yeah, that was Mark. That Mark Norman one was like.
Did we miss? Did we miss?
I wanted to throw that one.
Stealing Mark Norman's. Oh, we didn't get that on tape.
I know what you're talking about.
Chris,
that never happened.
That makes me so. That was a clip for the next week.
Never happened.
Pat, we're gonna have to stay after. We're gonna have to do a little clip.
Never happened. Never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
Pat definitely stole from Mark Norman's Comedy Central.
You can see if you can get
by,
off the.
What's her face's name?
Amy Schumer.
Thank you, Chris. Amy Schumer. Mark Norman had a joke that Pat completely butchered. Of course,
he had a joke.
Yeah, he had a pretty good joke in there.
Oh, okay.
And once. And now I'm trying to think of the joke. I'm losing.
Yeah,
I'm losing steam. Chris, what do you remember the joke?
I don't.
I do, but Peter's smelling toast over
there. Let me think about it.
I'm not going to let you think about it. You know, I'm just going to keep talking words.
Go ahead
to help
Pat.
you forget these things.
Just keep cutting people off.
Yeah, I'm just going to cut you off. How's that Smirnoff green apple tasting?
Green apple.
Not that bad.
Did you choose green apple over other flavors in there?
What's up?
Was that the only option, or did you choose other flavors?
Wait, Chris, was it about how you could? No, it wasn't about how you could adopt a.
No, it was about how you're sleeping in a plane. They wake you up.
Yes, I knew I was getting there. I was getting there.
You're all night with this guy.
Well, okay,
about it.
so wait,
all night.
So Pat took Mark Norman's joke about how he liked to sleep. How he
prove me wrong.
Definitely not. How when you're sleeping on an airplane and the lady comes up, which also sounded like a Seinfeld joke, kind of actually a little bit.
Yeah, so he likes Seinfeld. He's over from Seinfeld. I sold for him. That's how comedy works.
That's how it works.
Ask Carlos Mencina.
I don't. That's good. Chris, where are we at, buddy?
We are at 41 minutes.
Okay. Seems like a good spot to get into some feel-good stories. Unless...
Feel good.
Did we miss any segments we had last time that we didn't cover?
I'm trying to think. I didn't really listen. Did you listen to any podcasts? So you actually listened to the Are You Garbage for Bert Kreischer's wife?
Yeah, I was in the basement when you played it.
Oh,
I was sitting 5 feet away from you.
That makes more sense. Now it does.
He was 3 feet away from you.
I did watch a clip from about. I think it was a clip between two. I think it was Two Bears. I think it was Two Bears One Cave. It was Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura. So I'm assuming that was their podcast. And they were talking. Tom was talking. No, it was Tom and his wife. They were talking about Bert. Bert wasn't there.
Okay.
So whatever podcast that is, I don't know what that is. You can tell me, Peter, probably. But they're talking about how like. Bert and Tom had like a business dinner with some people in some restaurant in LA. Some high-end restaurant in LA.
Yep.
And like Bert shows up like late to this thing, and he's like, "So we doing drinks?" And Tom's like, we're gonna have some wine. And he's like, double tequila. He's like, screaming it out in the restaurant. And he's like, I'll also have some wine, just while we're waiting for the tequila show.
Yeah.
And so it's like Bert proceeds to get like completely shit faced in this business meeting, and he looks at Tommy who's like, "You ready to go, Tommy? Like it's go time. Tommy, we're going on." And Tommy's like, "Absolutely not."
Yeah, I saw that. He was talking to his wife about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they called Bert fat.
That seems to be
he's gonna die.
Bert looks absolutely terrible, by the way. He is so big.
Tom talked about how it was good. I think he's talked about it several times. How he Bert Kreischer will get like blackout drunk and then go run 17 miles the next day. Like get up and just run it all out. So he's not as fast here, but he's basically like he's killing himself and then he just like evens it out a little bit.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So he's not really helping himself, but he's just trying to he's like in this weird teeter-totter balance of like not dying.
Yeah. No, we last weekend we were running and it helps a lot, but I can't imagine what do you think he goes 5 nights a week?
Do you want to think about his life was like probably maybe not as much as we drank last weekend, but that's every night of his life probably he's drinking somewhere in the ballpark of what we drank last weekend.
Too much.
He just never feels good then.
Right. How I felt Sunday, you couldn't pay me to drink another second beer at that game. The first one, I'm like, oh God, why would I buy this?
I don't think Joe had any beer or any.
Joe didn't drink at all on Sunday.
He didn't want anything to drink. He said he wouldn't want anything to drink. I think his stomach was messed up because he obviously was going to the bathroom quite a bit.
And he was pretty hungover Saturday to start too, or Saturday to start. So
yeah, I think he was very hungover Sunday. He woke up and he's like, my head is pounding.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I don't got that problem, but I do feel like shit.
Did he not take ibuprofen before he went to bed?
I don't know.
I wasn't really in a good state of mind on Saturday night to tell you what his bedtime pre-ritual was.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, no, you got to do the couple ibuprofen.
You got to see the Tennessee Titans stadium up close.
All I know is I felt okay because I felt okay. I wasn't like done. I had no headache on Sundays, by the way. And my stomach was okay the whole trip, which was a rarity for us, on our binge drinking weekends.
Oh yeah.
That was the best my stomach has felt coming out of one of those in a really long time. The New Orleans one was the worst one when we had all like fried food and all the liquor. Like I thought I was gonna die in the only
his weird thing is I weighed in on Monday and I weighed in like a little bit underweight actually.
Yeah,
like,
because we didn't
eat.
We eat or drink for the last 48 hours of the trip.
Yeah, and we walked everywhere.
Yeah, I was surprised at how little I gained because I didn't.
Yeah,
because like the last 40 hours we sweat it all out and then you didn't really eat. We had one meal in like a day and a half.
Yeah. All right, boys. Let's do some feel good. Let's make these people feel great. Again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast SMP. You can write and tell Chris that you want to see the last podcast and are upset that he messed up the SD card.
It wasn't me. It was Peter.
At the
to quote
Peter needs a format. Peter forgot to format. Peter forgot to format the
at
SD
the SMP podcast at gmail.com. Please like, subscribe, hit that. What, Chris?
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. And
ding,
throw us a comment. Tell us how much you love us. All right. I'm trying to think. Trying to think of some of these good ones here. This is one.
So many stories run through my mind.
Yeah. After her dog died, 100-year-old was sad and quiet until
you said 100-year-old.
100-year-old lady was sad and quiet until because of her dog died.
Understandable.
Just showed how close she was to the end of her life.
Well, yeah, it's kind of sucks. Until her daughter found her Gucci, an adoptable senior Chihuahua.
When you said Gucci,
nice.
I'm like, what did she buy her bag?
No, yeah, it was. That's kind of a nice story.
Yeah,
I think about
great.
So we're going again.
Dogs love you, man.
We're going to Phoenix this weekend. Me and Chris are going to burn. It's so hot.
Did you get your parents get a dog or no?
Not yet. Working on it.
Good.
Not working on it as hard as I should be, but potentially working on it.
Got some feelers out there.
Throw a little vibe out there. I got so much going on. It's insane.
Send positive vibes in the world.
Yeah, we gotta get Joe's property done. I got too many things going on.
We are done with it.
Hopefully, I think if the upstairs he's gonna need some help, but
they're not moving out anytime soon. Sound like.
Oh yeah.
This is not podcast.
But that doesn't have to be on podcast. We can talk about it. What are you talking about?
Joe doesn't want to talk about it, bro.
All right. Microbees that digest plastic at low temps are discovered in the Alps and the Arctic. That's a huge thing. They're trying to figure out how to get rid of all this plastic, and they're trying to figure out ways that are natural things that could take out the plastic. And they found a few things that naturally will dissolve plastic pretty easy.
These are all in the oceans, I assume, here, right?
Well, all the plastic. We have so much plastic.
Yeah, everything is like there's so much. Plastic.
Everything is plastic, and it does. It's like it takes thousands of years for it to.
That's why I'm helping the environment, ladies and gentlemen.
All aluminum.
So that's like a huge thing. They're super, super excited about figuring out ways to get rid of this plastic.
I mean, if you think about how much like plastic you waste in like a month, or it's a ton.
A day.
Yeah. It's really bad.
I hate when I use a plastic fork.
That's why I really try to use. I've been trying to use more like reusable water bottles. So I go to the gym and stuff, and then I drink I'll have these cans when I go out and stuff. So
you're such a good person, Pat.
You're saving the world one person at a time.
Chris, give him a round of applause.
Mother Earth.
He needs that. You dumb mother. All right,
that was calculated.
At both.
You can at least try me back in and go on the Murray Freeman show at least.
After 4 years search for a mate, endangered lemur gives birth to a adorable pup.
Nice.
That's we need more of that in this world.
We also need pandas to bang more.
Yes, pandas don't like to have sex.
Yep, they're like Chris McGraw.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, guys, give him that.
Just get it.
You got to give him that one.
You just got it.
We're back.
We're back. And Pat Lynch is suffering from concussion now. You just got to get those pandas out at 1 in the morning, baby.
Me and Sarah on the IL with the concussions.
8-year-old Norwegian girl discovers Neolithic flint knife among stones on school playground. The best part of
And
this
then she
is
shanked her, and then she shanked one of her
She shanked the teacher.
Yeah.
The best part of this is the look of the girl's face when she's getting a picture with her flint knife. She's so miserable. She's like, I just want my flint
That would
knife.
be Pepsi
Leave
Pat
me
right
alone.
there, finding that at like Wrigley Field, and they'd be like, "What?"
Yeah. Oh, and Pepsi. Oh, there's a lot of talk of the sexy and the Pepsi on the Cubs radio these days. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not checking out the Cubs and watching Patrick, sexy Pepsi on the left side catching
Fielding
balls.
balls.
We're gonna have to take him out to the park and just start railing ground balls at him.
Yeah, he's not
You
great.
gotta get better, bud. Get down. You gotta get the knees. You know, I was like, in little T-balls. You gotta keep the glove down.
Pat,
Keep
show
the
him how to
glove
get
down.
on your knees. Just
Yeah. I'll show
we
him.
all know
I'll
that you know how to.
I'll teach him how to do
work
it
their
dirty.
knees.
That's for the Patreon podcast.
I'll teach him how to do it dirty. Get the knees dirty.
Okay, and then lastly, a new butterfly. But it's crazy how often we're finding new species of different things.
I mean, have you ever gone to the butterfly thing up into the botanical gardens? I mean, they're like, it's crazy how many different butterfly like colors and stuff there are. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm shocked that you've been to this.
yeah, Katrina made me go once.
Oh, nice.
It wasn't a Pat Lynch idea.
A new
I feel
butterfly.
like it's a Pat Lynch idea.
I'll bring you next time, Chris. You sound jealous that you weren't
Nice.
invited.
A new butterfly has been named after the Lord of the Rings villain. I think it's Dark Lord or something.
Oh, is that Mordor or
It's
whatever?
not the golem.
What's the guy?
It's been called Samorua after the Dark Lord antagonist from the J.R.R. Tokens. The
I thought
Lord of the
Voldemort
Rings.
isn't Voldemort the villain?
No, I
No,
think
that's Harry Potter.
Oh, my bad.
And you're going to marry somebody who's like, I thought we were going to be at a Harry Potter type themed wedding. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a beautiful Thursday night pregame.
We'll see you back on Sunday night when we do this for the third time.
Yeah, baby.
When we no, please again hit that like, subscribe.
Please record this time.
Yes.
Please.
No. I listen. This was fun. We had a good time. We could talk for days, so it doesn't matter to me.
And we've had to.
Yep. And
Yeah.
we've done an hour and a half, so it's not the worst. Tomorrow's flight's not going to be that easy, but I might be able to sleep now on a plane.
True.
So and that
Are you
beautiful
a coach?
Yeah, Pat. We're
Yeah.
broke. We're.
In the back of the plane.
I put all my money into this podcast. What are you talking about?
Nice. Why am I hearing that hissing noise?
Yes, yes. That's why this thing is broken. No more ever. We're never doing a travel, ladies and gentlemen. Travel podcasts are tough.
We lost a light.
We lost the light. We've lost the pod track. Might be on the fritz, but we have you, and that's all that matters.
Joe, Pepsi almost broke the camera with his moon, full moon.
I think that was Joe.
Yeah, Joe gave the good twerk.
And then that note. Bye.
Insert music here.